Now here the concept is a right-handed system of orthonormal vectors. Now first of all we should know the meaning for the word right-handed system. Now after that we'll have the meaning of orthonormal vectors. Then we'll have the discussion of a right-hand system of orthonormal vectors. So first let me say about the right-hand system of three non-coplanar vectors. In the case of right-hand system of three non-coplanar vectors, we will take three vectors. Say OA is equals to A vector, OB is equals to B vector, OC is equals to C vector, and we will take these three vectors are three non-coplanar vectors. Now, the triad of vectors A vector, B vector, C vector are said to be a right-handed system. When we will call it as a right-handed system, if the angle of rotation from OA vector to OB vector is in anti-clockwise direction, and the second thing is if the angle does not exceed 180 degrees, means the angle can be less than 180 or it can be is equals to 180. And at the time of rotation, we have to observe from the vector C. If at all these conditions are not satisfied, then we will call it as a left-hand system. And that is about the right-hand system. Now we will see about the orthonormal vectors. Now, a system of vectors form an orthonormal set. And if the case of this orthonormal set, in the case of a linear algebra, the vectors in an inner product of the space are orthonormal if they are orthogonal and unit vectors. Now we'll see a set of vectors, whether 2 or 3 or 4, they will form an orthonormal set. If all the vectors in the set are mutually orthogonal and are all of unit length, means their magnitude should be equals to 1. Now, this orthonormal set forms a basis. Suppose if it happens, then we will call it as a orthonormal basis. Okay, now we will go for the right-handed system of the orthonormal vectors. Here we will consider a rectangular Cartesian system in which we are going to take three vectors, namely I, J, K unit vectors. Along the positive axis, that is OX, OY and as well as OZ. Then these triad of vectors, that is I, J, K, so called as unit vectors, they will form a right-handed system of orthonormal triad.